Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. And today we're going to be doing a reading for the mutable signs. So this is going to be for the signs of Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo, taking a peek into eclipse season and the Mercury retrograde in Taurus to see what might be in store for you. Remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. And also check out your other major sign placements. I'm working with the modes as opposed to the elements or each individual sign, just because different modes are going to have be impacted differently by the eclipse season. Luckily for my mutable signs, this may be a little bit more gentle for you as far as your major placements go with these mutable energies. The retrograde is in a fixed sign and the eclipses are in cardinal and fixed signs. So in that respect, it's not perhaps quite as intense, but it's still eclipse season. You still have lots of placements in your chart, and your own personal natal chart could be aspected by any one of these eclipses or the Mercury retrograde in any number of ways. Every single person is going to be affected, and it's going to be intense and powerful for everybody. However, there may be a bit more of a gentle energy or experience as my mutable signs are moving through this eclipse season and Mercury retrograde. Virgo energy tends to be affected by Mercury retrogrades, regardless of what sign they're in, being that Mercury rules the sign of Virgo, at least the ancient ruler of Virgo. Now we are seeing Chiron as being touted as the ruler of Virgo, the modern ruler. And I absolutely relate to that. I resonate strongly with the idea of Chiron as a guiding force or planetary ruler of Virgo. However, Mercury as well makes a whole lot of sense to me, being somebody who has strong Virgo in their chart. So, yeah, Virgos, you guys, you always feel those retrogrades. This one's in Taurus, and so if you don't have any placements in Taurus or any fixed sign placements, it may be a bit gentler than some. But you're definitely, like I said, everybody's going to feel it, and Virgo out of the mutable signs may feel it a little bit more. It is what it is. If you guys want an overview of the energies of eclipse season and the Mercury retrograde in Taurus, which includes the 5-5 portal, we have that lunar eclipse in Scorpio happening at 14 degrees of Scorpio on the 5-5 exactly. Check out the eclipse season Mercury retrograde video that I posted. There's a lot of good information in there. We talk about the evolution of this journey as we're moving through these energies. As I am recording this, we are experiencing the Aries solar eclipse. And something fun that I learned about this eclipse that I did not mention in my video that I did was that this is the first time in 10 years that we have had this particular type of hybrid eclipse. So that is pretty cool. I like that the hybrid element of it, right? Two energies coming together. It's powerful, it's potent, it's happening at 29 degrees of Aries, that anaretic degree. Like I said, check out the video for more details about this, but it's a big energy that we are experiencing currently, and the effects of this are going to be felt for the next 6 months until we move into the second part of eclipse season, and perhaps longer. And with this whole 10-year thing, if you look at the last time that we had this particular type of eclipse, 10 years ago, you might find some interesting themes really coming through or coming to a close here. So that's all we're going to say about that. No, I did want to start out with some Archangel Power Tarot for you guys. And so the first aspect, we're going to be looking at 3 different aspects of lenses through which you're experiencing these energies. We're going to look at career and finance. We're going to look at love and romance. And then we're going to look at spiritual growth and activations. So these are the 3 segments. And we're starting out with the financial and career aspect with the Archangel Power cards here. Clear. All right, and I want to say, as far as the type of eclipse goes, you guys know I'm all about the energies when it comes to all of the technicality aspects. I'm not. I make a great astrologer, I think, but not really a great astronomer. So, I mean, you guys will have to look it up. It is a penumbral solar eclipse, I believe, and also a total solar eclipse. I believe those are the delineations of it. So we're looking for our mutable signs. Mutable signs, finance and career, eclipse season, Mercury retrograde. Maybe that doesn't make me a great astrologer. A great astrologer would know those facts as well. But everybody on here, this is, you love me just as I am. And all the mess, right? My mutable signs especially appreciate the mess, right? Because you guys are always fluctuating. You're always changing. Adaptable. All right. Mutable signs, eclipse season 2023, Mercury retrograde in Taurus, finance and career. All right, so we have the 3 of Raphael coming out with the 5 of Raphael. All right, so this is community, this is friendship, this is beautiful announcements, things developing, developments that are worth celebrating. So this is beautiful energy. The 3 of Raphael, which would be the 3 of Cups for career and finance. And then with the 5 of Raphael, which is like the 5 of Cups, this is what I feel like this is speaking to. Is it speaking to a setback that you may have experienced, you may be experiencing, or have experienced recently? And it's like asking you to see the silver lining here, asking you to see it from the higher perspective, to see, know, and understand that everything happens for a reason. And your misdirection was your direction, or your misdirection, what appeared to be a misdirection, is actually guiding you in the correct direction. So whatever happened, whatever is happening or is going to happen that may seem like a downer, it's actually a reason to celebrate, a reason to be joyous, because it is aligning you with a path that is much more emotionally fulfilling for you. All right, so see it, view it from that higher perspective. And if you are experiencing financial setbacks in your career, disappointments in your career or finances, find the reasons to celebrate still. Find the reasons to be grateful. Find the gifts that you do have. And that energy is going to translate and continue to lift you into a better place. We have the Lovers coming out with in finances. So this is, I'm feeling a couple things from this. One thing I'm feeling is that for some people, there may be a business partnership breaking up, that maybe a business that you started with your significant other. That energy I am feeling here. Either that, or you may be thinking about starting a business with your significant other. But for most people watching this, I'm feeling like if this applies to you, you are liquidating a business with a partner. I'm also feeling for some people, this says make choices from the heart. All right. And so where this is related to finance and career, it's like, make sure that you're following your heart in whatever you're doing. And know that if you're following your heart, if you're weighing everything from that energy of love, you're going to be guided in the right direction. Like a lot of us, I feel like during eclipse season, we're being redirected. And so pay attention, use your heart as your compass. When you feel like you're spinning out of control, let your heart stop you when you're facing the direction that you're meant to go. All right? Anything else I want to say about this? Yeah, just let your heart be your guide as you're making choices in all aspects of your life, but particularly right now for my mutable signs when it comes to finance and career. Your heart, your soul has a path. It wants to walk in a certain direction. And so what your soul wants to know is, are you walking with me? Your soul's inviting you to walk with it. Your soul says, I always walk with you. Now it's your turn to walk with me. Ooh, that's powerful. Anything else for finance and career for my mutable signs? And that is Archangel Raphael came out on the Lovers card, and he also rules the suit of cups in this Archangel Power Tarot. So a lot of energy from Archangel Raphael. Oh, we got the Ace of Raphael here too. All right, so, and then the Ace of Ariel. So 2 aces, that's beautiful. We'll get to that in a second. But I want to talk about this angel of this energy of Archangel Raphael. The one true benevolent Archangel Raphael. We always say that when we're working with archangels, we always make that distinction. All right, because there are lots of entities and energies that pose as the archangels, that pose as these other energies. that people, there's a lot of trickery going on in the world right now, all right? So we want to be really specific and clear with our intention when we're connecting the one true benevolent Archangel Raphael. All right, but the one true benevolent Archangel Raphael wants to work with you, wants to bring you healing, wants to bring healing to your heart in particular. If your heart is broken, if your heart has been broken, he wants to bring healing to every aspect of your being. And he also, with this reading, right, looking at what we're looking at here, he wants to bring healing to your finances. And he wants to really, like when we say make choices from the heart, align with your heart and your soul, he wants to assist you in that process so that you can follow your soul's blueprint as far as your career and life path go. All right, so the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Ariel, which is the Ace of Pentacles here, this is beautiful. So this is fulfillment coming in. This is new opportunities, new cycles beginning in career and finance that are more aligned, like we said, with your soul, with your heart. All right? Resources, time, money, support coming in. So if you are in the middle of changing jobs, for some people, it's like there is some sort of loss here that's incurred. For others, it's like you are being guided to make a change. The change isn't happening for you, but you're being guided to make it. And like the archangels want you to know that you are supported in this process. All right? 100%. And when you fully commit to what it is that your heart truly desires, the resources, the money, the support, the time, for some people that time aspect is really important here. You feel like you just don't have the time. Spirit's saying, the archangels are saying this will, right? You will receive what you need in order to be successful and to experience a level of fulfillment that you up until this point have not perhaps been experiencing. I love the dolphins in the back of the Ace of Raphael card too. I feel like for some of you guys too, where there is a job or career change here, you're going to meet some really powerful people who are aligned with your vision, aligned with your energy and frequency in your new job or your new endeavor. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. This would be akin to the Four of Swords. All right, so take that time for rest and rejuvenation that you need as well. If you are transitioning jobs or careers, or if you do lose a job, take some time out in between to recuperate, to recalibrate. And if you've been working yourself really hard, Archangel Michael is, he's reminding you he says, even if you have to schedule that time in, and this is going to be especially important for my Virgos, schedule that time in for rest and relaxation. I know it sounds counterproductive, but it's absolutely true. One thing that I've been working on for myself, being that one of the things that I do, and if you want to book a session with me, my email and my website are in the description box below, is sometimes I have to schedule in a session for myself just as if I were a client. All right, because if I don't, I will overlook myself. And I'll just keep working with other people and I won't take that time to recharge myself. All right, so even if you have to schedule time in for yourself, schedule in that self-care. All right, the Decision card coming out, Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And the 15, I believe, the Decision card. I'm trying to think what card. I suck at this, numbers, all this different stuff. Regardless, in this deck, this is the decision. This is needing to make a decision. Prioritize. That's what I feel. A need to prioritize. To detox yourself. There's a lot of detox. Notice she's letting all the doves out of the cage, right? A renewal of hope that's needed. Especially this is saying too, like, what are the, and this is going to be coming up for you guys during this eclipse season, what are the fears that are holding me back from making the choices that are most aligned for me? All right. Where is there, especially this energy of a lack of self-confidence? Where do I feel like I'm not worthy, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not ready? We talk about this all the time. We are never going to feel ready. All right. We don't We don't release and work through our fears by thinking about them. All right? By trying to overcome them in the mind. We do it through action. All right? And that's what this 29 degrees of Aries, this anoretic degree of Aries, this make it or break it moment of Aries that we're experiencing with this first eclipse right now, that's what that's all about. All right? It's time to acknowledge, yes, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do the thing anyway. All right, 6 of Ariel on the bottom of the deck. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. This would be like the 6 of Pentacles, all right? This is the Archangel just confirming for all of my beautiful mutable signs here, relating and resonating with this. Everything you need will come through. This is that 4 energy, right? Everything that you need will materialize for you. And you don't have to figure out how. Spirit's saying, the archangels are saying, get out of that energy. Mike Dooley, who was one of the first law of attraction teachers that I found in my younger years, he used to call them the cursed hows. Get out of the energy of the how. Don't worry about the how. Just worry about the what and the why. And take the actions that you're guided to take. If there's anything that you can do to assist yourself in moving closer towards what you desire, what is meant for you, where your soul is guiding you, do those things. And when the next things come, you'll know what to do. You may not know now. You're not necessarily supposed to know now. All right? You may not even know what the ultimate game plan is. You may have an idea. You may have a desire, right? But you know what you're being called to do right now. So just do that. And trust that what you need will continue to materialize as you need it. And stay in that attitude of gratitude. Yeah. 8 of Michael underneath that. This is the 8 of Swords. This is that energy of being caught up in the head. In the anxiety, in the self-doubt. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. You're not seeing things clearly. And what you're not seeing clearly is you. Your capabilities. Your abilities. All right? Okay. Clear. I think that is a pretty good summary of finance and career. Yeah, 5 of Raphael still on the bottom of the deck there. Everything happens for a reason. Your loss is actually your gain. So in any situation of perceived loss, focus on what you have gained from that experience. Clear. And if you can't see anything now, just trust that it's there. I might pull a messenger oracle card. Just one, though, for you guys. And this is going to be also related to finance and career. Clear. One messenger oracle. Seek the lesson and let your emotions flow. Yeah. What was the lesson? What did I learn? What did I gain? For a lot of you, it was a change in direction. It was rerouting you from a path that you thought you wanted to go down or you thought was aligned with you, but actually wasn't. For others of you, there's lots of different lessons. There's lots of ways that your soul is growing through whatever it is that you've recently been through, whatever setback you've experienced. Feel it and heal it. All right? You can see it from an expanded perspective. You can understand and appreciate the lesson, and you're still allowed to have feelings about it. All right? And whatever feelings you have are the feelings you have. There's no need to justify your feelings. Your feelings simply are. All right? Whether you want to be mad or not, you might be mad. Whether you think it makes sense to be sad or not, or you're justified in being sad, you might be sad. Let yourself feel what you feel. That's how you heal. All right? Just because you're feeling a certain way about something doesn't mean that you're not learning the lesson. Like, oh, if I had really learned this lesson here, I would be at complete peace about the situation. No, not necessarily. You're going to feel what you're going to feel, and you're going to feel it until you've healed it. Clear. Challenger perception. I saw underneath that. All right. Now, what are we going to do for love and romance here? I have been using the Romance Angels deck, so I think I'm going to continue that for you guys for the love and romance portion, and then we'll see if any other cards. I'm feeling like one of my other decks might want to come out for this too, so we're going to get a couple. Clear. Opening cards here for love and romance. And relationships. Well, I mean, we're going to throw in relationships in general. It doesn't just have to be love and romance, but that's kind of the focal point because we all love hearing about that, looking into that. For my mutable signs, eclipse season, Mercury retrograde, love and romance, relationships, connections, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So people are going to be taking time apart. Like I said, some people, I feel like you may be dissolving a partnership or a business as well. But there's an energy of separation. I also feel for some people, you've been separated from someone. Someone's hung up on their ex. Somebody's been separated from someone for quite some time and they've been pining after them. Or during this, and this happens a lot during Mercury retrograde, right? The return of the ex, all of those energies, everything still in our subconscious that we haven't processed coming up to the surface, all right? And so, yeah, some people are really in that Six of Cups energy when it comes to that nostalgia around past partners. And somebody is really hung up on an ex. I'm feeling that too. And then some people you are separated from, or you're experiencing a period. It may not even just be separation in the sense of like you're taking a break with somebody. It could be that you are taking some time alone to recharge. You're spending time in your own energy right now. Love yourself first, yeah. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right, so this is about being in your own energy, like I said, working on that self-love, that self-respect, giving yourself, pouring all the love into yourself that you want to pour into a partner. For those of my singles who are really desiring love, romance, and connection, give yourself all of that love first. If you're not capable of giving yourself the amount of love that you would give to a partner, you're probably not ready to be in a relationship. I know people hate hearing that. And I know it sounds like quite a feat, right? But it's, you have to be able to put yourself first. You have to be able to love yourself first. You have to be able to know what you need and know that you are capable of giving that to yourself. Yeah, and some people, it's like you're separated from somebody because this person was not giving you the respect that you deserved. They were not treating you the way that you now know that you deserve to be treated. For some people, I feel like this was a long time coming. For some people, I feel like this wasn't even necessarily a partner, but like a situationship kind of thing. Whatever it was, it's like you love yourself enough to let them go. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And for some people, it's like you need this time to really heal from a painful situation. All right? There's still more healing that needs to be done over a past situation. So some of this energy, this reminiscing energy for some people too, maybe just thinking about past relationships, thinking about past lovers, and really examining and getting to a deeper understanding of what happened in these relationships. Right? Why did things evolve the way that they did? What were the lessons to be learned there? Right? What were they teaching you? What were they showing you about yourself, and especially how to love yourself first? And yeah, somebody needs to let go of an ex if they're going to experience love in the present as well. What else here? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. All right, so here are some more messages coming in here. I feel like somebody's trying to call in a soulmate, and what Spirit's saying is that you may have it all plotted out in your head of exactly what you think you want, but there may actually be something better for you. This is why when we manifest, we always say this or something better, because your own soul knows what you need better than you do. All right? Somebody also, I feel like somebody may be coming into somebody's life, somebody who's been single for a little while maybe. And Spirit's not wanting you to discount this person just because they're not what you would expect or what you think you want, right? As far as like the type goes. As far as what they can offer you, their energy, it's very much a match. But as far as like the outer things, They may be like a different religion, different race than you're used to, different, for some people, even a different gender, which is interesting. Or they may just be like the way that they are, the things that they're interested in. It's not what you're used to. It's not what you usually go for. But for some of you guys, it's like doing something different than you've always done it is exactly what you need, because what you've always done has got you where it's always gotten you. And trust me, I know how that goes. That was the story of my life for a really long time. So no judgment there. Just that's what's coming through, is maybe you need something different than what you're used to, than what you usually go for. Flirt on the bottom of the deck. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So for some of you guys, it's like a deep journey of self-love right now, self-healing, forgiving and releasing the past. For others of you, Spirit's saying, have fun, keep it lighthearted. Flirt a little bit, right? Don't just indulge in people that are like, that have the certain look or the certain job or interest that you are usually into. Go for the certain mannerisms. Go for something different. All right, keep an open mind. Have fun with things. Don't take things so seriously right now. And most of my mutable signs, you guys are usually pretty good about that. All right. Worth waiting for and soulmate. Divine timing is at work in your love life. What Spirit's also saying for all of my mutable signs is do not get impatient. All right. The soulmate, the person that is a true match for you, is out there, and you are aligning more with their energy every day. All right, it's been worth the wait, especially those of you who've been waiting for a long time. Either you've gone through a lot of partners, a lot of painful relationships, and none of it has quite panned out. Perhaps for some of you guys, I feel like you thought you found somebody, maybe more than once, and then you were disappointed. It turned out to be just the same old song and dance again. All right, but there is somebody still out there, and it's worth all of the initiations that you've gone through, the learning processes that you've gone through with all of these failed relationships. For other people, I feel like you've been single, you've been alone for quite a while, and Spirit's saying the person that is a true match for you is coming. Just, you got to continue to be patient, and you've got to continue to love yourself first. And remember, keep an open mind, all right? Because they may not be. This doesn't mean, like, don't put out that list of, like, what you truly desire, but make it more about how you want that person to make you feel. How do you want them to support you? How do you want them to treat you? How do you want them to compliment you? And less about, like, I want, 5'6", 6'5". I want, whatever. Less about that kind of stuff. And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So what Spirit's also saying is just go out and have a lot of fun. Don't take this too seriously. Don't be waiting around for your soulmate, because they're coming. Just keep an open mind. Trust in the process. Trust in divine timing. Continue to do your healing work and have fun. Clear. And that's going to bring you everything that you desire, ultimately. All right. Yeah, trust. Have faith. All right. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in divine timing. All right, that was beautiful. Okay, now, I do want to pull a couple angel answers cards here. I think this is probably going to be related to love and romance. But it could also, as we're moving into our healing process and activations, clear. It could be linked in there as well. We're going to see here. What answers, what messages do the angels, we got a lot of angelic assistance in this reading for my mutable signs. What do the benevolent angels, what else do you guys have to say? You've said a lot already, but what else do you have to say? I feel like they're laughing right now. They're a chatty bunch today. Wait. Here we go again. Patience. Patience, my dear grasshopper. And oh my gosh, we got 2 no's coming out. So one thing that the angels really want you to know is set your boundaries and keep your boundaries firm. And wait. This is related to everything. This is career, finance. This is love and romance. This is part of your healing work, your healing journey as well. Wait for what is truly meant for you. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Don't settle for less than you want. All right? Wait for what feels truly in alignment and resonance with you. And I feel like for some people, there's going to be an opportunity. This is either a job offer, two different job offers, or two different opportunities for romance, where you're going to say no twice before you say yes. And that is no need to worry on the bottom of the deck, right? You're going to say no twice before you say yes. Trust coming through again. Trust yourself, trust your discernment, trust that you are worthy of what it is that you truly desire. And like we said, do not settle for less, do not settle for less, do not settle for less. And set those firm boundaries. Some people, you need to work on saying no. It's really important. And what was that other, not the right time, yeah. And trust in the timing. If something comes through for you, or something is offered to you and you just know that the timing's not right, you know that within your soul, don't feel pressured to say yes to it. This could be anything. This could be like a big thing, or this could be little things too. Like people asking you to do things, people asking you to go places, and you know the timing's just not right for it. Or you know you don't have enough time in your day to do all the things that people are wanting you to do. Just say no when you need to say no. Clear. All right, that was... And then we have yes coming out. No overturned with yes upright. Yes, 2 no's, maybe 3 for some people. But it feels to me a lot like 2 no's and a yes. When it's time to say yes, you know. This is how you feel when you're meant to say yes. All right? Clear. This is why you want to get really good at listening to your soul. Peaceful resolution on the bottom of the deck. Really good at listening to your soul. Really good at listening to your intuition. Clear. Really working on staying connected to your benevolent angels, team, and guides. So that you can have that discernment to know when it's time to say yes and when it's time to say no. All right. We're going to do healing process now. Healing process and activations. And we're going to start out with the tarot for empaths, Reiki, and energy healers. Clear. Eclipse season, Mercury retrograde, 2023. First half here for my mutable signs. Let's get some energy on the healing process that is underway right now. Any activations or initiations that my mutable signs are going through. Healing process, activations, initiations, mutable signs. Eclipse season, Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Well, that was an interesting little shuffle there. Mutable signs. All right, we're doing one more shuffle this way. Michael, I'm really feeling Archangel Michael here right now. He is somebody's like spirit guide, I want to say. Somebody works extensively with Archangel Michael, and he wants you to know that he is with you. He has infinite love for you. He is always here to guide and protect you, but you have much more power than you give yourself credit for. And he really, what he really wants to assist you with right now is stepping into your own power, teaching you how to wield your own sword. But he's always there for you. All right. Useless delay here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Give me some more information here. Judgment, earned reward coming through. We're being rewarded for patience. That's coming out again. That energy. Glorious win, 6 of Wands. Triumph. Triumph over this lack of passion, right? If you have been feeling like your spiritual fire has just not been lit for quite some time, if there's been a new beginning in a creative process, a new beginning and some aspect of your life that you feel like is being delayed, just know that once again, divine timing is bringing through the most glorious outcome for you, and you will be triumphant, and you will get your spark back. You are in the process of that right now. I really feel like you're going to feel that ignited. But there's going to be, I feel like for my mutable signs, there's going to be a lot of impatience, especially with this Mercury. It's really interesting to have an eclipse season with a Mercury retrograde throughout the entirety of it. All right. Because especially in a sign like Taurus, which is notorious for being slow, all right, gradual, right, taking those measured steps, making that measured progress forward, all right. Traditional Knight of Pentacles energy here of Taurus. So Taurus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, things really slow down. But eclipse season is typically very fast paced, and there's a lot of high velocity energy going on right now. So I feel my mutable signs, you guys especially, are going to feel really impatient with that and frustrated with that process. You're going to feel like it's a useless delay. But just to understand that this time is really, it's meant for us to revisit, to revise, to do the internal work, to integrate, to rest and rejuvenate. So allow yourself that time and space. It's going to happen. You're going to take it regardless of whether you want to or not, right? Like, it's going to be forced on us to one extent or another. So like, why not work with it instead of against it? All right, we have the Lovers coming out. Once again, euphoric choice. So somebody, there's definitely love coming in. This is once again for people who, especially if you've been dealing with somebody that's been dragging their feet, or you've been waiting, that energy of waiting, right? And we covered all of that in the romance reading, so I'm not going to get more into that in the guidance from Spirit there. We know what the guidance was. But I feel something more from this Lovers card. Let's get a little more information here. I feel like there's an opportunity coming your way. King of Wands coming out. It's really going to set you on fire, set your soul on fire. Like you're going to be riding a high coming out of this eclipse season. I feel for many of you. You're going to feel like Superman or Superwoman here. Dependably goal-oriented, it says on this King of Wands card. Spirit's saying, stay focused on what you truly want. Keep your ultimate goal, your big picture in your mind. Yes, be open to wherever Spirit's wanting to take you, right? But really keep that, your goal, in the forefront of your mind at all times, and all choices. Make the choices that support that end goal. All right? Because you are going to be triumphant, but you have to make those measured choices. And those choices should feel good. And if they don't feel good, they should at least feel like they are leading you towards the desired outcome. Right? Like all the things that we need to do in order to have the things that we want aren't always fun and exciting and intoxicating. But we know they're leading us towards what it is that has true meaning and value for us. So in that sense, they can be, if we see them through that lens. I also feel like somebody here, there's passion igniting with somebody, and somebody with this fire energy. All right, King of Wands, this would be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Patient, balance, temperance. So a big part of the healing process that I'm feeling for my mutable signs right now has to do with working through and understanding divine timing, trusting divine timing, having patience, having consistency, right? Working consistently towards your goals, staying on task, staying focused, learning how to balance, right? Learning how to prioritize. For some people, it's like learning, and this has been coming through for multiple signs here, This energy of learning the difference between making the choice that feels good in the moment and making the choice that feels good in the long term, that supports the long-term mission or vision. Yeah, anything else here? Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck, all in, determined. That's right. Spirit wants you to be all in. And that energy has been coming up a lot, that energy of being all in. I want a little more clarity on this Lovers card. So I'm going to pull a couple Zodiac of the 108 cards here. Clear. Let's get a little more clarity on this Lovers card here. What is this all about? Why is this here? The Lovers. That's Gemini energy. All right, so we could, this spread could be speaking particularly to my Geminis. We have the yarn. Hassle, complications, mess, patience needed. Interesting. That patience energy keeps coming up. Then we have fairy tale, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic endings, magic, unicorns and rainbows, happily ever after. This is also about the stories we tell, okay? So releasing the stories here. Let me see. Archetypes. What I'm feeling from this, interestingly enough, is it's like Spirit saying all possibilities are possible. Believe in the impossible. Don't let other people convince you that what you want or your desire within your heart of hearts is out of reach for you. That it's not possible for you to have what you desire. All right, you can create whatever dreams and desires were placed in your mind, in your vision, are there for a reason. So really believe in the impossible. Allow yourself to daydream. But make sure that you're taking the concrete steps toward what it is that you want to create. Don't spend all your time daydreaming. All right? We need to be balanced in our masculine and feminine. All right, the daydreaming, the receptivity is part of it, but the action is a part of it as well, and equally important. All right, don't make things more complicated than they need to be is another thing that Spirit's saying. Simplify. What is that next step? All right. Some of you guys, it's like you think way too big picture. When we talk about seeing the big picture, you're always in the big picture and you get so lost in the big picture that you can't figure out what are the concrete steps to get there. All right? It's like being balanced in both worlds. The practical and the fanciful. Right? The imagination and the I hate using the word reality, but you guys know what I mean. The physical. But I also feel like what Spirit is saying is some of you guys have really high expectations here. Like, for instance, if you're trying to manifest a romantic partner, your idea of the pedestal that you're putting this fictional person up on, like, is very, very difficult for anyone to measure up to. That doesn't mean that there's nobody out there like that, but it means like don't put anything on a pedestal. All right, understand that every human being has their flaws, all right? In this analogy of like a romantic partner that we're using, everybody has their flaws, including you, all right? And so just know that if there's like a job or something that you want to do, like, yes, have big dreams, but also know that in order to get there, you may have to take steps that aren't as glamorous as what you're ultimately desiring or wanting. All right, the path to get there may not be full of the glitz, glamour, and excitement and intoxication that you would prefer. All right. So there's that energy as well. It's like needing to have that perfect combination of like dreaming and desiring, but also being down to earth. Yeah. And some people, I'm feeling this Neptunian energy coming in of illusion, like something. It's like Spirit's also saying, don't twist something to fit your storyline of what you want it to be. All right, this is like seeing something with rose-colored glasses. See things for what they really are. All right, see people for what they really are. Some people, there's an energy here of, and I know I used to have this. I used to do this. And I know I'm thinking of some friends I know that also have this this energy, this experience of like seeing the potential in people instead of the reality. Seeing the potential of a situation instead of the reality. Spirit's wanting you to acknowledge what is actually there. Not just what you want, but what is actually there. When it comes to relationships, what is this person actually showing me? All right, I see their potential, but are they actually taking steps to realize it? All right, I see the potential of this job, but is it actually, like, what am I actually doing here? What is actually being asked of me on a day-to-day basis? Is this actually helpful in bringing me closer to my goals, or is it not? Right? Just pay attention to that kind of stuff. All right? What is that quote? When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Clear. Enough said, right? All right. Something is coming to pass within the next few weeks. A situation or event developing and unfolding. I'm just going to leave that as vague and cryptic as it sounds. All right. Anything else on healing process? Healing path here. Clear. Seeing through illusion. Taking off the rose-colored glasses. Seeing the truth of situations and people. Clear. But not allowing that to discourage us and making us lose hope. That's the trick. That's the ticket right there. Acceptance, and then moving forward. I want to close for you guys with an Akashic Tarot card. For all my mutable signs, closing card for eclipse season here. Clear. Closing card for my mutable signs, eclipse season 2023, part 1, first half, whatever you want to call it, and Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Let's get a card out here. Yeah, I feel for some people too with the energies of illusion, the fairy tales, all of that. It's like, don't allow yourself to want something so bad that when you're presented with something, you just accept it blindly. And you make it fit. Don't make something fit that doesn't. All right, that's a 2 no's and then a yes, right? Mutable signs. All right. The scribe coming out here. Some of you guys, if you've been thinking about writing, if you've been thinking about journaling, if you've been thinking about sharing your innermost thoughts, especially through the written word, Spirit is encouraging you to do so. Let's see what else this card has to say. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there is any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing, and I apologize if you're hearing the lawnmower or whatever is going on out there. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change your life or even change the world opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could also be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. Beautiful. I love that. And I also want to pull for you guys a Lightworkers Oracle card as an additional closing message here. Clear. Mutable signs. First part of eclipse season 2023, Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Let's get a card out here, closing card. I never noticed that on the Lightworker Oracle. It says guidance and empowerment for those who love the light. This is one of my old school favorite decks right here. Every person who enjoys this channel should have that deck, honestly. This deck, it's amazing. All right. We have Star Child coming out with Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. And so this energy is all about the rebirthing of you. The reconnecting to the purity and divinity of your essence. That is always a beautiful energy here. Reconnecting with your star origins for some of you guys. I'm going to read you just a little blurb here with this. The light of the stars exists in you. The earth wants you to share that light with humanity. You are asked to understand that you are meant to be here, that you have spiritual work to accomplish. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else to another home in the stars. Instead, let the starlight of your inner being shine here on earth, where it shall make such a positive difference in the world. Fall in love with earth's beauty. She can and will support you in all ways. All right, so fall in love with being here. Become fully incarnated. We talk about this all. The beauty and the importance of being fully incarnated, fully anchored and focused in this experience right now. All right. You have a special light to share and a particular vibration to live, so that the quotient of embodied spiritual light on the earth increases. You're part of an important team of spiritual beings working to assist humanity to grow spiritually. Let's see. The challenge for a star-seeded soul is to accept human beings as they are without despairing over their darker side. The violence may frighten you, but your love will help humanity learn to use that violence to dismantle old structures and create new ways of being. It can be channeled to energize humanity with a can-do attitude towards creating a more loving and functional world. Remember, you came to this planet to learn and to help heal others. You agreed to take on this journey because you can assist both the earth and humanity to evolve their frequency. It is possible. Remember, all possibilities are possible. And you are helping make it so. There are 3 truths that will help you embrace your journey on this planet. Firstly, you carry the purity of your star ancestry in your heart. You can return through meditation or relaxation at any time. You often return to your star-born home during sleep. The loved ones from that place are very aware of your journey here and are helping every step of the way. They send you frequencies from home like divine care packages, which fuel you for your earthly tank. Secondly, you are so filled with love that you are capable of loving all on this planet. You have compassion even for those who are very wounded and fearful and at times act out in ways of violence, cruelty, and ignorance. Now the human capacity for courage, compassion, and light is increasing. Your work as part of the team of light-loving beings is already having an effect. Thirdly, as a star-seeded being, you have special resources for your journey here on Earth. Your every spiritual request and need will be met by a loving team of helpers. You get to have a lot of fun in your healing mission if you so choose. It doesn't just have to be hard work, though of course sometimes it will be. Just remember that the stars shine with joy in the sky, and you can shine as a star with joy upon the earth. This is your nature. This is how you can best fulfill your life mission. All right, I think that speaks for itself right there. And then this is tapping into the wisdom of the divine feminine aspect and essence of your nature. Divine feminine wisdom empowers you to grow into your vision, your dreams, and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Perhaps you envision a life very different for yourself from what you are experiencing now. This wisdom reminds you that you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you are willing to grow into what you desire, to become what you seek. All right? If you are willing to grow into what you desire, to become what you seek. Surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams and instead allow life to guide you and nourish you through your experiences each day. The universe supports your divine destiny and is helping you become all you are meant to be. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so beautiful? Let's see. I am going to read a little bit about this from this for you guys to close too, because I feel like this is going to be so resonant for some people. When the wisdom of the divine feminine reaches for you, the message is clear. You are in process of becoming more of heaven on earth. Sometimes there are growing pains alongside the joy such growth brings. You may feel concerned thinking your pain is an indication that you are failing in some way. You may judge your suffering as a sign that you are not operating at a high enough frequency. Yet how many spiritual masters upon this planet have endured great suffering, as well as experiencing tremendous love and joy in the fulfillment of their divine destiny? Growing pains are just part of the feminine path of creation, of breaking through what has become too small for you. There is joy in the eventual freedom, but the act of breaking through can feel painful at times. When things are difficult or you are feeling doubt, when you feel the need to do something that scares you and challenges you at the depths of your being, you are experiencing growing pains. They will pass and you will benefit from the growth. However, you need to know that whilst this difficulty is in your life, the divine is very much with you, encouraging you, believing in you so much that it will deliver a tough lesson. You can handle it for however long it needs to continue, and it won't be forever. This oracle also brings you a message about how much the divine feminine loves you and wants to help you grow with the least struggle and the most peace. If you don't listen to her, instead choosing to believe in fear, you may be terrified of your growing pains. You won't be sure if they will ever end. You may doubt your ability to turn adversity into triumph. You may lose faith instead of trusting that life has your best interests at heart and that you are capable of meeting any challenge that arises. Instead of trusting, you may believe the world isn't safe. This can help keep you paralyzed in self-defeating, self-harming patterns. While these may give you a temporary familiar satisfaction, ultimately these patterns mean you will continue to struggle and suffer under the weight of addiction or emotional pain. You deserve so much better than that. The divine feminine speaks to you now and promises that if you are willing to show up to your life each day and trust in the circumstances before you, she will guide you into your most beautiful divine destiny. It is safe to trust her, and may I add, it is safe to trust yourself. She wants for you only the best and most beautiful life journey, one perfectly suited for all that you are and all that you can be. Your heart beats in perfect rhythm with the heart of love at the center of the universe. Trust your heart and trust life. All is progressing beautifully as you are guided ever deeper into your divine fulfillment. I love that, you guys. Powerful stuff for my mutable signs this eclipse season. You guys are beautiful. You guys are incredible. Creative ray of third ray of creative intelligence on the bottom of the deck here. All right. Ideas, inspiration coming through. If you guys, and grounding, don't forget to ground. But seriously, all the resources that you need in your journey as you continue to move towards your divine destiny are being given to you. They are being offered to you. Be in a state of receptivity. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Trust this process. Trust in divine timing. Take the steps you are guided to take. Don't try to micromanage it. Don't try to figure out everything. Just allow the wisdom to come to you. That is the secret of the divine feminine. And perfect divine time. As you take the steps you are divinely guided to take, trust that the resources, the inspiration, the knowledge that you need will show up at the perfect time. And trust that the perfect time is always this now moment. Everything is always unfolding perfectly in this now moment. Live from one now moment to the next, and you can't go wrong. You guys are beautiful. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Drop a comment down below and let me know. Share this with somebody else that you think would benefit from these messages, regardless of their sign. If you feel like this reading was for somebody came to mind, share it with them. All right. Check out your other signs, your other major sign placements for more messages if you feel like you need them. All right. You don't anyway. You are the oracle. But it is my honor and privilege to support you in any way I can by bringing through these messages. Even though everything you need to know is within you already, right? If you want to book a personal session with me, if you resonate with my energy of reading an astrology chart reading, a healing session, a belief work session, all of my information is on my website and my email is listed below as well. Please reach out to me. I would love to connect with you. If you wish to donate, there are links below to do so. There is also a thanks button on this video. All right? But just know your beauty, your light, your participation here on this channel is just as good as a donation. I love and appreciate every single one of you so incredibly much. And I will talk to you again very soon.